What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. My name is Grim, and if the quality looks different, that's because I'm not currently shooting on my brand new EOS R, and that's because today I'm here to talk to you about why I've switched from the Canon 70D to the Canon EOS R. Now, I've seen a lot of videos of people talking about the specs, and then a lot of people talk about the camera and disclose that they're not going to talk about the specs, but I'm here to talk about both the specs and the camera itself. Now, the Canon EOS R has the same size sensor as the 5D Mark IV. It's a 35mm, 30.3 megapixel sensor. The difference is this camera has an upgraded processor allowing for better ISO management and pixel quality. So I'm not here to talk about the camera, why it's good for everybody. I'm here to talk about why I bought this camera. And I'm going to start off by addressing some of the bad notes that people have given it. Now, a lot of people are really butthurt about the cropped 4K video, but that's not a deal breaker for me. Seeing as though I only upload my videos in 1920 by 1080p 30 frames per second, I'm able to utilize the camera's crop as a way to either zoom in or apply a warp stabilizer to a clip that wouldn't be stable before. Now, another big problem that people have seemed to want to fixate on is this touch bar. I currently have my camera set to change my ISO settings, and I've heard people complaining the usability of the touch bar being hard to use and you have to apply that lock, but I personally have turned off the lock and I've actually changed this lock button to lock my ISO. Aside from all that, I've heard people talk about the SD card slot, that there is only one slot for an SD card, and that apparently is a deal breaker for people. I've never once had an issue with the memory card overwriting itself or failing on me. It's only when it goes into a computer or I'm dealing with it on the post-production end do I ever have issues with an SD card. And especially these UHS 2 cards, which you should be using in the Canon EOS R, they are built surprisingly robust. Okay, so enough of the bad stuff about this camera, let's talk about some of the good stuff. This camera has an insanely fast focus and pinpoint sharp, even with a lower grade lens such as the 17-35 f2.81. I am still able to pull tack sharp focus on any photo I choose to take. Not to mention, this camera has incredible low light capabilities. Let me turn my lights off real quick and switch over to the EOS R to show you its low light. So this is the best low light capability the 70D can do in video: 6400 ISO, 3.5 aperture, and a shutter speed of 60. And then this is the EOS R with the exact same settings. But wait, I can actually go brighter. This is at ISO 12,000 and I don't see too much noise. Now, yes, there probably are going to be tons of people that hate this camera and love the 5D Mark IV. I am not personally one of them. I really do require this articulating flip-out screen. So you just watched me struggle for a good solid minute and a half to try to be able to pull focus on my vape with the lanyards just to get a photo comparison for you. Just wanted to point that out there. So let's jump into the computer and take a look at what those photos look like. Okay, so take a look here. On the left, I've got the Canon 70D with the best photo I could get with it. And on the right, I've got the Canon EOS R, one of many photos that turned out really well. So if I come down here to the main skull of my vape, you can see it's nowhere near in focus. But if I come in here into the main skull of the EOS R, you can very clearly see the difference. And not to mention, if you take a look on the edging here, you can see a very clean line. But if you take a look on the edging of the 70D, you get the banding known as chromatic aberration. And that chromatic aberration is apparent in every line of the 70D. So yeah, guys, that was my review on the Canon EOS R. I hope you did enjoy. One last note I'd like to say, this camera, same exact sensor as the 5D Mark IV, as I've mentioned to you before. This guy's price tag is $3,000. The 5D Mark IV is $4,500 Canadian. Just keep in mind that price tag when you're going to buy a new camera. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace.